Hello, I'm Tom Laverty, and excuse me, welcome to the Baseball Jerks fucking fantasy baseball thing, week 26. We have some return appearances here on the list. You'll have to excuse me. This is a webcam. We don't have any professional shit in here, so this is what you get. All right. And if you don't like it, you can turn it off and go watch the assholes at Bleacher Report do their thing. Fucking fantasy baseball thing, week 26. Jerks who shouldn't be on your team, but are probably on your team if you're a bad manager or whatever the hell happened. Okay, Carlos Pena is on our list once again, first baseman for Tampa Bay. Can't get his batting average above 200. We were hoping there'd be a first baseman who's overpaid who would have a batting average below 200 this year. Last year it was Adam Dunn, obviously. One of the worst batting batting averages in the history of baseball for a single season for qualifying at bats. Pena's got a lot of home runs, 18, a decent amount of RBIs, but he just can't hit the ball, and we're just so sick of talking about him here. Adam Dunn is also on our list. I think this is the first time for him this year. He's hit 41 home runs as of last night against the Cleveland Indians. You know, surprise, surprise. 41 home runs this year, which is 2 behind the league leader, American League leader in Josh Hamilton. He's got 43. Miguel Cabrera has 42, but we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about the guys who are doing good. But we will talk about Adam Dunn's strikeouts here. In 509 at-bats, this bum has struck out 207 times, okay? 207 times. That's 22 times more than anyone else in the league. And I think the second most is Curtis Granderson for the Yankees. But he's just not that much of a jerk. Anyway, Adam Dunn hits a lot of home runs and he strikes out a lot, and it's really annoying. Okay, Starlin Castro is on our list this week because he's got 25 errors, which leads all of the majors, and at shortstop that's just inexcusable. Okay, he's batting 284, and yeah, whatever. Okay, but his WAR is amazingly 1.8 wins above replacement. If you're not familiar with that term, 1.8. That blows my mind that someone with 25 errors at shortstop has a WAR of 1.8. But then I have to say, McFly, it is the Chicago Cubs. Okay, the hot dog vendor in section 338 has a WAR of 2 something. Okay, he's also been caught stealing a lot too, and it inspired me to make a list of players who've been caught stealing more than they've stolen bases. So here's a quick rundown. Jose Tabata of the Pittsburgh Pirates, right fielder. You'll have to excuse me. Been caught stealing 12 times, stole 8 bases. Willie Bloomquist, Arizona Diamondbacks shortstop, caught stealing 10 times, stole 7 bases. David DeJesus, caught stealing 7 times, stole 8 bases. So he's in the red, he's in the green. Jeff Francoeur, caught stealing 7 times, stole 4 bases. And a quick roundup of pitchers who I don't even want to bring up or talk about, but I'm going to anyway. Matt Belisle has blown 7 saves and saved 2 games. He's hit 3 batters. Alfredo Aceves is an epic jerk. Not only when we talk about jerks here, let me just clarify something. When we talk about jerks at Baseball Jerks, we're not talking about the personalities, okay? So those of you who are commenting and stuff, and we have a huge following on Reddit. People love us on Reddit. Our stuff is all over it, all over Reddit, and they just love us. They praise us so much, but once in a while we get someone on Reddit who complains about a misspelled word, or it's their T-H-E-I-R instead of T-H-E-R-E, even though we were right. But we get a lot of different feedback on Reddit, and one of the feedbacks that we get there is that we rag on people for their personalities, but we don't do that. We're talking about jerks in terms of on-field play. So I just wanted to make that clear. Alfredo Aceves is a jerk. He's blown 8 saves, leads the majors. 6 hit batters. Francisco Rodriguez, blown 7, saved 3, 4.64 ERA. Gavin Floyd is on our list this week because he's hit 14 batters. Excuse me while I take a sip of this cold coffee. That's all we have around here. Before I end, I'd like to talk quickly about Jemiah Weeks. He's having a wonderful season in terms of what we look for at Baseball Jerks. He's this close to winning the Triple Crown Loser Trophy. And what that means is he'll have, with the qualifying number of at-bats, the worst batting average, the lowest amount of home runs, and the lowest amount of RBIs. Doesn't look like it's going to happen unless Jamie Carroll hits 2 home runs and Ben Revere hits 3 home runs, okay? Also, he'd have to get his batting average. Jamal Weeks would have to get that batting average below Carlos Pena. Not going to happen, but it's a heroic effort, and we applaud him here at Baseball Jerks. That's our fucking fantasy baseball thing for week 26. I'm Tom Laverty, and we'll see you next week.